Hello fellow horror geeks, welcome back to 100 Days of Horror presented by cityofgeek.com, and I am Bob, though all of us are active in some way doing 100 Days of Horror. I'm posting everything down below. Just follow the link down there, and you can follow that link to the Facebook group and talk about what you're watching. If you're joining us, it's not too late. This is a review for day 59, so we're way over halfway through. In real life we're in the 60s somewhere as I record this, but there's always time to catch up and watch more horror films. So it is day 59 and we're looking at Netflix's Black Summer. Black Summer, which premiered earlier this year on Netflix, is an 8-episode prequel to Z Nation, which ran from 2014 to 2017. Has the same creators, Craig Engler and Carl Chaffin. I can't read my own handwriting. One of these days I'll get that. It's been 37 years and I still can't, so it's probably never gonna happen. And I'm training to be a teacher. My poor students. But I haven't seen Z Nation. I've heard it's more like zombie comedy taking place 3 years after the apocalypse or so. So everyone's kind of surviving on their own way. In this case, we're looking at the beginning of that same apocalypse that apparently we see later in Z Nation. Apparently none of the same characters or concepts or anything really continues over. It's more of like semi-relation because it's the same people involved. Apparently it's a completely different in tone and style and how it's presented, but I wouldn't know because I haven't seen Z Nation. Maybe I'll check it out after watching this. I didn't really like this ultimately, even though I just noted that I didn't really care for this in the end. When it first started, I really did enjoy this. As I started to watch through the beginning, I thought it was really lean and stripped version of a zombie apocalypse story. We have various characters that we see a little bit here. They kind of pop in where it's already, when it starts, it's already happening. It's like a little bit into it, so things are already gone to shit, and starting to figure out how the rules of this particular world work and how these zombies work. So you get desperate people doing what they can to survive, getting from one thing to the next. They kind of interact, they kind of come in together, they leave each other's stories, they come back in different ways, and I really like that. I thought it was really just direct and straightforward without any of like the inner fighting and the dramatic conflicts with personalities. It's more of like, shit's happening, we gotta get to this thing. Everyone's trying to get to apparently a stadium, which might be a safe place, when I never know why people think that certain places are safe in zombie apocalypses, because that's never the case. Yes, there's Pacific Play Place in Zombieland. We know that's safe. The rumors, but why does everyone just go there? But when it started, I liked that aspect. I thought maybe we continue in this way and be still really done and keep the pace going and keep that going. But ultimately, it does start to settle down into the standard Walking Dead-ish version as things start to calm down a little bit and people kind of get in place and kind of get stuck in the same groups. That's when they start to get the personalities and start to bump up against each other and argue and complain about what's going on and get into this situation. Now they get into this situation, the same group, and the same things repeat over and over again, and it became the same thing. It became The Walking Dead without any personality to the characters, and it became more the same in that case. And but it's really well shot. It's very tense at times. The zombies looked great. I liked that they're even like 4 or 5 zombies in the location can wreck shit up. This isn't just hordes. We get different setups and different takes along the way as they are in different locations, as everyone gets themselves to, the stadiums or safety. But it started great. Watched the first couple episodes and then stopped. I ended up watching it, watched the first half, then I watched the second half, and the first half was in, second half not so much. So watch the first half, pretend that's where it's at, and leave it at that. Performance-wise, I really like seeing Jaime King again. She's an underrated actress who was in a bunch of things in the 2000s, and then kind of dropped off a little bit. She's always done stuff here and there that I haven't seen. So there's so much TV and so many movies out that it's really hard to see everything, so I'm not sure where she popped up that I didn't see her in. I did look her up as we were watching it to see what she was up to. Nothing struck me, but that doesn't mean what I watch is not the same thing what someone else might watch. So essentially it boils down to Black Summer is Netflix's version of The Walking Dead. Starts out lean and mean and nice and something different, and then ultimately descends into the same old zombie apocalypse. One of the podcasts I listened to, run by a couple of friends, Kelly Young and Eric Morgret, they were talking about this particular show, and Kelly pointed out that there's so many zombie movies and they're so easily replicated that in order for something to strike him, it has to be something different. You have to have that hook, and there isn't really that hook to make this different than any of the other zombie apocalypse things out there. we don't have like the Warm Bodies with the, with everything goes on there, which I like. And I like Warm Bodies. It's a solid film. Walking Dead was something new at the time, and now it's become rote from there. And you get all sorts of other things. I'm not gonna go into the history of zombies here. We all know them. But thank you for watching. Check out the other reviews. It's the day 59. If you look in the last couple days, they kind of bounce around the days because I had that giant Godzilla review with 11 different movies in there. Patrick had 3 things. There's another one coming up, I'm filming here soon, of like 5 more Godzilla movies that will cover a bunch of days at once. But like, comment, subscribe to this channel, see what else we're working on. Right now, everything is 100 Days of Horror, but there's other things gonna start popping here soon as we all, get caught up. But go to the website down there and tell us what you're watching, and we'll see you next time. Thank you for Speaking Geek with us as we talked about zombies.